Welcome back to Blast Guys Reviews. In this video, we are going to take a look at the G.I. Joe Real American Hero Sergeant Slaughter 1/18 scale action figure. Now, this figure comes from the Transformers and G.I. Joe crossover set. That is the Autobot Cup Triple T mashup. So we're going to take a look at the figure. We're going to do a couple different videos here that kind of highlight what we're getting in this set, so we don't make it too long of a video. But let's get started with the man himself, Sergeant Slaughter. So as you can see, this card is pretty nice. Artwork wise, we have the G.I. Joe logo, the Real American Hero. I love seeing that. Your kind of classic artwork. We have the figure, his single baton. We have the Hasbro logo there. This is a non-punch card. Out here on the back, we have the pretty trashy file card in about 5 different languages. All we really care about if you are an English-speaking person is that top section there, which you can pause and read if you can. This is pretty cool artwork here on the bottom of the card. I like it. It's pretty nice. But unfortunately, it's the thin, crappy cards that we used to get with the retro style and everything else. They still haven't updated these. If you are a card collector, you're not going to keep this very well over the years. You can see just out of the box, I got some bends here, but I don't really care because I'm going to open up the Sarge anyway and take a look at him. So with that being said, let's do it. Alright, here we have the Sarge straight out the packaging. He does have a kind of a vintage feel because it's an O-ring figure, but it has some differences. It's a nice sculpt. Has his sergeant's hat with his cover. It looks pretty cool. His black hair. You can see the band around the back of his head done in black. Kind of clashes with his dark brown hair, but is there. His whistle is actually just a sculpted piece painted right on the black and a kind of a copper whistle. It has his blank tank top, his white belt, and then his camo pants, green and brown. Pretty cool. The black wristbands. Camo pattern is pretty decent. Do have the brown on the boots. The overall black. Peg holes in the bottom of his feet. There's the back of the figure. Looks pretty decent. One thing I noticed straight out in the packaging, you can see that the ribbons are kind of flush tone here on the figure, and the hands are quite different. They're more tighter and grip wise versus the traditional old school O-ring figures from the 80s and beyond there. But you see that they're very tight. I don't know if it's just because of he just comes with a baton, but it's a tighter grip. So overall articulation of Sergeant Slaughter, his head does rotate. Now his hat is not removable. It's sculpted right on. This rotates 360 all the way around. It's a nice, it has nice tight tolerances. So you can look back, forward, not too much down though. Now there's a bulb kind of on his arms, on his shoulder. They go around 360. They go up to about T-pose. Looks good. There is a kind of a lower bicep cut swivel there. And then a single joint elbow, which gives you about 90 degrees. No articulation in the wrist at all. The other arm is the same. Nothing in the abs, just the O-ring, that rotation, and then the back and forth that you're used to seeing. I don't mess around too much with the waist because it is an O-ring and I don't want to break it. So I'll keep it like that. For sitting purposes, for the Triple T, he took a nosedive, but he's back, and we have a decent 90-degree bend. That's about it for the splits for the Sarge. This way, it's about a good running pose at least. Single jointed knees, give you about a 90-degree bend there, and that's it. There's no articulation in the legs. It's what you expect out of an O-ring figure, and I think it's a really nice, throwback to the original Sergeant Slaughter. It's a decent figure. Now, he doesn't come with a whole lot. Sergeant Slaughter only comes with one of the classic black stands that we used to get with the, some of the vintage figures. And it pegs on pretty nicely. I didn't push it all the way down, but it's like there you go. It comes with this baton. It's brown. It has like a piece of material here. This is plastic though. Some black and gold there on that ball. I kind of think that's why maybe the hands are super tight. Just don't know. They're flexible. The hands are flexible. Be very careful though. I start with the small diameter of the baton when sticking this in this hand. That you can slide upward, which would be the bottom. It definitely has a more flexible plastic in the hands, because I'm notorious for vintage figures with thumbs breaking off. But yeah, it has some flexibility to it. And there he is with his nightstick or baton, whatever the official name of this is. There you go. Microphone, like he wants to sing or something. I don't know. But that's a decent Sarge. It definitely, if you don't have Sergeant Slaughter from the 80s, this is definitely will be something that could fill your void if you don't want to pay those, ridiculous prices, especially if you have their brand new one, kind of a mint one. This is definitely a alternative. I do recommend him. He's pretty cool. The joints are nice and tight. There's some flexibility in the hands. I mean, you can argue about the less of accessories or lack of accessories, but I mean, it is Sergeant Slaughter. That's what he comes with. He didn't have a whole lot, and maybe one of those, G.I.JOE laser rifles, but that's about it. If in a cartoon, but it's pretty cool. Yeah. So that's been our look at Sergeant Slaughter. And we're going to do a couple videos. We're going to show off Leatherneck. And we're going to show off, Cop in Robot Mode and in the Triple T. So look for those. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Check them out. That way you can get a detailed overlook of what you're getting in that set. So it'd be like maybe a four-part set of videos I'll be releasing. So don't forget to check those out. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.